We'll see about that. Maybe. Okay. So this is second time I've gone live today. We're just cruising through some of the games I acquired during the Steam Summer Sale, and some that I actually didn't. This is one that I was thinking about acquiring, but it had a free demo, and so it's called the Prologue, like the Soulstone Survivors Prologue. Hey Elizabeth, thank you for she's checking out my chat widget that I just installed, and hopefully you guys can see that. I'm not sure if it worked. I wasn't paying close attention. Just installed a chat widget that should yeah, there you go. It's got it's displayed in chat. It's a little small. I'm gonna make it a tiny bit bigger. I don't want it to occlude gameplay, but anyway, this is Soulstone Survivors. It's outrageously highly rated on Steam, and I was thinking about getting it while it was half off or something like that. But I thought I'd play the prologue first, and then the summer sale ended, and so I haven't bought it. If it's as good as the reviews seem to indicate that it is, I will probably buy it just to support the devs. But I've got pretty stringent standards for this sort of stuff. So there are a bunch of characters, but it looks like I need to pay a currency. There are not enough of this resource, minor soul stones, to unlock these characters. That doesn't look like a hard currency to obtain. That looks like the basic currency. So good so far. I am going to have to turn down this fucking video game music. Oh, good. It does a sensible thing and gets me the settings on escape. That's nice. Auto level up, and this is going to be kind of a Vampire Survivors-y roguelike. Must be crosshair size, color, saturation. This actually seems, well, immediately seems okay. I want like red AF, but of medium size. Audio. We're going to turn down the whole volume situation. So we'll set this to about 25% and this to about half. And switch save? What's that mean? What? That's not confusing menu options. I know it's hard to design a user interface, but so switch save is always an option, and these settings are saved dynamically as you're messing with them, I guess. Damage numbers, damage number colors. What is this for? Different colors for effects such as boys. Yeah, that seems good. Why isn't that on by default, honestly? What is this, like an accessibility thing? Like, are the default options set up to appeal to the colorblind? That would be weird, but it wouldn't surprise me because there's kind of an agenda out there for these things. Anyway, individual damage numbers are enabled. This option will make it so instead of stacking multiple damages into a single number, each damage will create a new damage number. No, I'm okay with you lumping things up. Anyway, I don't want to spend too long. So it's WSAD game. Spacebar dashes me. Learn skills is Q. Pause, escape, and right auto aim override. Okay, that's not bad. I hope it doesn't give me some kind of inane blacksmith. Blacksmith upgrades my travel war axes. Okay, so what does my character do? Hold on. 15 crit damage minus 30 armor power. 20% cast frequency modifier on moves. We're an aggressive character. Okay, and that's another weapon I can upgrade for myself. So let's fight it. Your runes. To equip runes, you need runic power. Get runic power through the skill tree and by completing achievements. Runes also require specific achievements to be completed before they can be used. Well, okay, so we got a meta progression system. I mean, it's very Vampire Survivors-y already, but you know what? These games could be entertaining. They have potential. So copper and topaz in this arena. Okay, so I can target farm. I can target farm my resources for my meta progression. The problem that I have with games like this, where the focus seems to be meta progression, is that after you're done with the meta progression, you're much more powerful than when you started it typically. And then it feels like there's not much to do in the game anymore because the game has gotten easier. Okay, so I'm doing a whirlwind attack and I just want to space. Those guys look like they've got kind of longer range attacks. Oh, okay, I see. And I've got to path back through my... it looks like there's some range stuff going on. Okay. Okay, but attacks look like they come out pretty slowly to start things off. And it takes me 2 hits to kill these guys. Oh. Alright, so we are vampire survivors of the video game. I should probably tell Daryl about this game because he really enjoyed Vampire Survivors. He spent like a good amount of time on it, so I really don't need to worry about where my cursor is in this situation. And auto aim seems like a real thing. Okay, so I had an experience bar somewhere that I didn't notice ticking up apparently. And this is okay, so my bar, it's like an auto battler action bar. That's actually nice. I really enjoy that. And I have a dash, so I should probably start using my dash. Touch of Ice, common power, all your attacks have 40% chance of applying slow. Reduce movement speed by 10% for 8 seconds. Powerful strikes. Damage modifier by an additional 5%. Damage increase. Increase the damage modifier of the whirlwind skill, specifically, by an additional 30%. I wonder if this is like just you always see this one, for example, as your first option. Let's see. I can reroll for 0. I can banish. I can lock a skill. So if I... Oh. Okay. Well, I was going to try to lock that one. Okay, so dash goes in the direction that I am moving rather than the direction of my mouse, which is garbage. I don't like that at all. Let's actually see if we can change that. Is there any way to change that? You can play using only your mouse. Let's see about... Okay. Ah, there we go. So if I hold my mouse button down, this is immediately a little more comfortable, honestly, and right-click now dashes me. Yeah, playing using only my mouse maybe is incentivizing me to go get another cup of coffee and sip at it, but I'm not going to stand up right now. Lock skill. Okay, so we've got some stuff. Hurls a large meter of a random enemy, dealing 500 damage and strong pushback. Inflicting stun and burn. What's Whirlwind's deal? 182 damage. Large explosion at your position, dealing 300 damage to nearby enemies, applying burn, stun, and pushing them back. Glacier assumes a large glacier of a random enemy. Now see, these random enemy targeted ones are probably stronger, but what I want is Flame Wave. This is 3.3 seconds. This is 1.2, but it's got like overlap, so I can continue to play with the same sort of... Okay, so I don't have one of these. This is what this is. So this is weird, right? Because these look like costs to me. I know, guys, UI design is fucking hard, right? But it shouldn't be this hard. These read to me as costs. Now, if they had like a 0x, then it might read to me as a cost, like as a consumable resource, like as points that I have that I would be spending. This reads as a skill point, obviously, but it's got both a label and a flashy. Anyway, I guess I will get this, right? There we go, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. That is the effect that I wanted for sure. Okay, whatever that is, I don't like it. Increase your damage modifier by an additional 10%, but subtracts 5% from your movement speed modifier. Number of dashes by 1. That seems awesome. It's an epic power for a reason. Rather. Okay. Damage increase. Wow, I'm getting skill points all the fucking time. Fateful Strikes. All your attacks have 20% chance to apply Doom. 40 damage after 5 seconds. Increase with new applications and duration refreshed. And just increase Whirlwind's damage again. Although, I'm feeling like you could probably stack Fateful Strikes up, and it might be really good. We're going to go ahead and do the cool thing. Oh, I got hit. Okay, so I already like the... I mean, this is an improvement on Vampire Survivors. It's got a better aesthetic. It's charming. The visuals are reasonably easy to read. And it's already got... it's already got one up on Vampire Survivors from me, in my opinion. Let me see. Festering Strike. Causes 100 damage and applies poison to all enemies around you. Deals poison damage for 15 seconds and only 1.3 cooldown. This is another one of those where it's like, I'm tempted to pick this up immediately just because it's probably the same kind of AoE deal around me and I won't have to change the way I'm moving around or thinking about my positioning. And Shadow Bolt and Glacier are both different. So I'm just going to go Festering Strikes. Oh. This poison guy is a douchebag. All your attacks 10% chance of applying fragility to the target. All damage received for 3 seconds. So this is a passive. Oh, there we go. We'll see our passives down here. Cast frequency modifier by an additional 5%. Now that's sounds good, right? I wonder how I... And this is my XP bar down here. It's really fat. I don't know how I missed it until now. Common power increases your block. Damage modifier by 20 subtracts 10 from your movement speed. I don't like that. 30% chance of poison. That's fine. So I have a problem with... I want to run away for a second and watch these guys. Because I feel like I'm seeing little arrows hucked at me. And I don't know if they're gems getting vacuumed to me, or if they are, because the gems vacuum across the screen, or if they are actually attacks. Skeletal Archers. Summon 2 Skeletal Archers to fight for you. A maximum of 4 units can be active at any time. Cooldown 24. It seems like, I mean, how long do they last? Straight line toward a random enemy. Nah. We'll get Archer friends. Archer buddies sounds really good. Yeah, see, I think that the shit that I'm seeing come at me is looks like it's just gems, and that's really annoying actually, because they kind of read to me as missiles. 100% chance to deal a crit strike on enemies with full health. That seems good, but it seems like it would be better if I was dealing like one big hit. Your armor by 8, cast frequency by 15. I mean, come on. Damage increase, touch of ice, all your attacks 40% chance to slow the target. This is the only one that's giving me any damage. So. I'm guessing that the red circles indicate that that is a hazard. Chain lightning, random enemy. This seems like it could conceivably just work with what I'm trying to do. Chaotic Deathclaw at the feet of a random enemy. Yeah, nah. Okay, so none of these work because they require whatever this resource is. It should just tell me on a tooltip basically. So yeah, we'll just chain lightning. Okay, yeah, so this is the Vampire Survivors formula done a little more cleanly, basically. So here I got a skill point that was just sitting on the ground, apparently. Like, whatever this is got me a skill point, I guess. Increase the damage power modifier unit summoned by skeletal archers. So it seems like I'm getting buffs for the skills that I get after I get them. Like, I got poison after I got Festering Strike. Like, I got the poison Venomous. I got Venomous after I got Festering Strike, for example. Lethality. Increase your critical damage chance by an additional 10%. Seems good. Uncommon versus rare. I mean, this seems really good, but... Oh, okay, I get 2. Area modifier by 5 seems great. Okay, 3, I guess. Whatever the heck this crystal is gave me 3 skill points. Chaos Bomb, Meteor Shower, Glacier. I do not want any of these. And I can't not choose one, apparently. It's kind of annoying. For a random enemy. See, this is really what I dislike about this sort of game, is that it becomes a mess very quickly. I'm not really putting together any kind of power fantasy so much as I'm just selecting skills that that whip out random particle effects. Like somebody at some point is gonna watch me playing through this and go, well, this kind of game just isn't for you. And I'm like, I don't know. Would it really be worse if it had a little bit more in the way of accommodating expressive play? Like if I was allowed to try to curate the skills that I'm selecting to do like a poison build or something like that. Skip active skills? Is that the one that I missed? So if I choose an active skill, modifier of all your skills of type fire by it. So wait a second. So I'm going to be able to swap them out, right? That's what that means? If I'm not skipping active skills, I don't think this was here before. If I'm not skipping active skills, then when I choose an active skill, it's going to let me replace an active skill, right? Right? So there's 2 fire skills here. I feel like multicast is just really, really good though. Like it's a multiplier, obviously. Like multiplier stacks obviously multiplicatively for the sake of your DPS with things like crit. And cast frequency as well. We're gonna get like cast speed and multicast online, and then we're gonna build up those damage modifiers. I think that's. I'm gonna get another skill point pretty soon. I wonder when this slows down. Shield Wall active skill, empower you and all your allies, increasing your armor power by 200 for 4 seconds with a 20 second cooldown. Inflict judgment at a random enemy's position. The area damage is multiplied by 3 on crit strikes. Replace choices with passive power-ups. See, I don't want that. Well, these ones I think maybe I do. See, so I would have to, at this point, I would have to sub this one out. So if I go here, skill to replace. Yeah, there we go. Okay, okay. That makes me much happier. Immediately mollifies me a bit. And apparently I leveled up and like maybe when I got those red shards, I went back up in HP. So there's some healing eventually. Increase the potency of the buff from the shield wall skill by 45%. Touch of Ice. All your attacks 40% chance to slow. Experience modifier by 15 and your pickup range by an additional 100%. Collect items such as experience. Yeah, that's huge. That seems very, very convenient. Okay, but it's not that large even still. Like doubling the range didn't do that much. At least doesn't seem like it did. Fateful Strikes, I was saying, was really, really good. 25% chance of burning. It's all your attacks, though. I'm going to try to stack up Fateful Strikes whenever it's an option for the time being. Intimidating Shout weakens all nearby enemies, subtracting 60% from the damage modifier for 8 seconds. Stomp. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to stomp. This has really good uptime, actually. We're going to stomp instead of chain lightning. And we're going to keep going. Multicast more, increase the multicast chance of the skill Festering Strike. Okay, so they get really specific with these. It's a good time so far. Uncommon Power, increases your damage modifier 20%, subtracts 10. Okay, I've seen this before. Yeah, multicast seems really good. And it's magnetic again. Seems like it would be great. But multicast is like, I don't know. It seems like such a shame to not pick that up when it comes up. Chaos Golem, that's an active skill. I could get Chaos Golem instead of Shield Wall if I wanted to be. So I can now replace that with passives, right? And just get something like this. Yeah, all your skills multiple times. See, that's good. Definitely a few good decisions so far. Okay, so I got the big blue gem. Is that mana? What is this? It restored my HP, so I don't know what that. All your attacks have 10% chance of applying fragility to the target. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Frequency. Cast frequency of the shield wall by 20%. Now see, that's the thing, is I could afford to hold on to one defensive ability, but I don't know if I will. Indomitable, block power. So we'll go with more venomous, I guess. I wonder, time alive. Okay, I wonder if this game is going to force me to stop playing at some point because it's like the demo version or whatever. Skeletal Mage to fight for you. That's an active skill that's different from Skeletal Archers. Random enemy. Until we get like an AoE around us, we're not going to replace Skeletal Archers or Shield Wall. Increased quantity. Maximum active units and quantity of units summoned. Oh! That's interesting. And I did upgrade the Skeletal Archers once, right? Did I? No, I think I held off on that, right? Yeah, so I can still reasonably afford to replace Skeletal Archers, I think, when we come across something better. So we will just the Flame Wave skill, huh? Flame Wave is one of those that I will probably keep almost certainly, and we can build a little burn on top of the other damage over time stuff that we're doing. So we'll go with damage increase here for Flame Wall or Flame Burst or whatever it's called. Oh. Okay, so we might be starting to see some somewhat crazier enemies. Fire shield, 4 fire orbs that rotate around you. Uncommon power, and what is that for Flame Wave? 4 extra orbs are added every time this power up is selected. Orbs respawn every 10 seconds, and so this is just burn around me. The multicast shit, though, I feel like we're really just ramping that in lethal, like the fatal strikes debuff or whatever is going to be the way to go. Multicast, chance of burst. So that's Stomp and Flame Wave. Got it. Yeah, we're just gonna multicast them. Seems great. Because it seems like this is gonna scale pretty quickly. I really would like some more of the magnetism buff. I feel like it's going to be very useful being able to get XP a little bit more quickly. Smite enemies at random locations. Nah. In front of you. Nah. Where I'm aiming at now. Let's just get some passives. Area of effect for festering strikes. The damage modifier of the flame wave scaled by another 45%. I mean, seems good, but the cast frequency, it's just... Columneth, the incarnation of ice. Okay, so that's a boss, right? Hello. So really we just... Wait, I got hit, dude. Critical damage modifier. Magnetic, I said I wanted it, and it showed up, and so I'm getting it. Okay, I am having trouble tracking the circles on the ground because this game is a visual clusterfuck. But, since you don't need to keep track of much else, seemingly. Spontaneous combustion seems good, but I feel like magnetic is just really... It seems like it's going to make the game much easier if I can not really deliberately have to walk over XP so much as just kind of picking it up. Oh, I see. So that little ice pine cone was a hazard. Smite, poison bomb. No. Expansive. Yeah, that thing. Okay. Seems like I can kind of just kite this guy forever, right? Like, oh. Did I kill him? No? Venomous, resilient. Okay. Just 5% damage. Okay, so this, we got the orange crystal. I don't know what that does. Relentless again. Cast frequency by 15%. Seems good. There it is. Intimidating shot. I feel like that might be better than Shield Wall. But honestly, I'm going to replace the Skeletal Archers because the minions don't feel like they're in line with everything else that I'm doing. And it may just be the sort of game where having a couple of defensive skills slotted is the difference between, like, endgame viable and not. Maximum health by 30. Current health is adjusted proportionally versus area of effect or powerful strikes. I feel like 30 health is a good amount of health at the moment. Got a third of my HP, you know? I said proportionally, but it felt like it almost went up like 30. Oof. My damage is slowly falling off. We're gonna keep going with the magnetic, and hopefully, you know, if worse comes to worse, it will at least get me the levels faster to continue scaling, because it seems like I'm falling off a little bit. Gonna have to kite things around a bit. Firewall. Nope. Replace choices with passives. Area of effect. For stomp, potency of shield wall. I feel like we'll area of effect our stomp. That might be the way to go, huh? Like moving around in big circles seems to be the way to go with Vampire Survivors games. Big, slow, and steady circles. Fateful Strikes again. We're gonna keep trying, man. We're gonna build this up and see if I can do something. Oh my goodness, really? Because I clipped on the that's really bad design. I clipped on the rock. I don't think I was anywhere near it. I'd have to watch the video again, but it felt like my model got clipped on the rock from pretty far away, basically. Oh wow. Okay, so the tracking on that is pretty scary. And I could just get some armor to counteract the fact that my class starts. Oh, yep, that should be dead, right? Okay. This is not my typical kind of game, honestly. I wonder how customizable the characters really are. So I could restart or I could go back to menu. Let's see how the restart works. Is that just same loadout? Yeah, same loadout. It looks like it's multiplayer. Like there appear to be, okay, so that's my first gem. Yeah, I really don't like the visual noise of the gems sucking up into you, you know? I do not like that at all. So we'll give it another couple minutes. Damage increase, resilient. Maybe we'll just stack up whirlwind shit. Yeah, their attacks are relatively obvious. And so what I'm seeing is just constantly the XP zinging towards me, which seems, it's just really distracting and kind of annoying. There's Festering Strikes again. Okay, so magical, physical, applies poison. So the poison is the magical part of this damage. Nature, magical. Okay, and then, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. 400 damage, dazed, and jumping. Yeah, Chain Lightning seems awesome. Having 5 active skills right off the bat feels like the sort of thing to do. I wonder how low you can get Chain Lightning's cooldown, because it seems like Chain Lightning is just really good. Let's kill this mage guy. All damage taken by 2, huh? I mean, at a bare minimum, that's 2% damage reduction, seemingly, I guess. I don't know. I mean, that doesn't have to work that way, but it's like, with only 100 health, it's like, what kind of damage numbers are really coming at me? Your multicast chance by additional 4%. See, this is the sort of thing where it's like, yeah, I'm definitely going to try to multicast and cast Chain Lightning regularly. I wonder if there's some way to like min-max the amount of increasing. Eliminate monsters to summon a Lord 400. So once I get to 400 monsters, I summon like a Lord of the Void. Oh, okay. Yeah, a Lord of the Void. And then I have to beat 5 of them to overcome this level or something. Power you and all your nearby allies. Move speed. Cast frequency. 10 seconds. 25-second cooldown. Yeah, it seems awesome. Let's try to make a Chain Lightning build. I don't care if I already spec'd 1 point into Whirlwind. We're going to make it so Chain Lightning. Okay, we have to collect some of this XP. Okay. Relentless. I mean, the obvious optimal strategy is just to take all of whatever the biggest attacks it offers you are, but I don't know. Any negative effect, so it just applies a random negative effect. Could be big damage though, but I can't slot them out for passives yet. So I think like the strat here is just to fill up on actives, and then you can target your passives. Alexel the Plague Bearer, huh? Man, Meteor feels good instantly. Multicast. Your multicast chance by... So I'm detecting a bit of like Hades-inspired powers being like... based on what you have, obviously. Like, it's entirely based on what you have, it seems like. Critical strike chance, Leviathan. I wonder if we can just, like, not move at all. Can we get to the point where you're just not moving? Critical damage chance. I kind of want to see my crit. There it is. Okay, so I have a 25% chance for crit right now. Let's see if we can make a stationary caster man who just stands in the middle. I got used to my double dash from the last game, guys. You and all nearby allies damage modifier by an additional 50% for 10 seconds. That's an active skill. Thunder to strike a random enemy. Oh, but this is so... Dazed and stun. Dazed increased chance to receive critical strikes by 20%. So we can get we're gonna become a lightning man. I don't like that I'm gonna be a lightning barbarian. I guess I'm Thor. That's what we're cosplaying Thor. Multicast. Yeah. Type area. So not chain lightning. That's kind of annoying. A skill does not cause damage. The potency of its effect will be increased instead. This thing does 1300 damage though. So I'm like, can't I just meteor shower? Cast frequency of bloodlust, and bloodlust gives me movement speed and cast frequency. The frequency of my frequency? Yeah, I don't know. Area of effect again. Critical damage modifier, so that's crit damage rather than crit chance. Expansive area of effect modifier. But this is good shit. Okay, I need some healing somehow. I'm not sure how to acquire healing. I could see this game being quite fun. Vampire Survivors obviously has some kind of addictive-ish type of formula thing. So we'll just go passives and continue to do this, I guess. So this does affect my chain lightning. Trying desperately to run away from the red circles here. Relentless seems really good. We're just going to stand in place and be a caster eventually. Yeah, we're just going to keep increasing the damage output. Reducing my ability to dodge. Who cares about dodging? We just want things to die. Okay, we can, what's meteor does 750, meteor showers 450. And it's 6.2 versus 2.3 cooldown. Lots of small meteorites. I don't know which is gonna be like. Let's get rid of Whirlwind at this point, because I just don't want to be having to stand close to people if I don't have to. I'm just gonna keep doing Leviathan. Yeah, here we go. We're just staying away from people. That's what we're doing. That is a lot of meteorites. Like, I haven't actually seen that skill in practice yet. I haven't looked at it. It's kind of hard to look at your screen in this game, actually. But Leviathan again. Frailty is another kind of a damage multiplier, which is potentially nice. But it's only a 10% chance on hit. So for now, we're just going to do flat damage increases. I want things to die. What in God's name? Okay, these are all active skills. I do not want another active skill unless it's more lightning shit. They're all common. Okay, so You basically don't want to choose a common skill when you can avoid it. So if I run around near this guy, we can hope that my Meteor Strike skill eventually targets him. That's what we're really hoping for. Frequency of the Might skill. That's so the epic is the one here. Your crit strikes have a 100% chance of applying wound and wound anytime you apply. Effects while wound is active, there's a 50% chance they will be doubled. So that is like doubled. So dazed. I wonder how dazed doubles up. Is it 40%? Like how does it multiply that? And I guess I don't know what. Like that's it is an effect, right? Duration of the Might skill by 30%. Well, we're gonna try taking rare powers when it offers them for the most part, I think. Oh no. Uh-oh. Yeah, if you eat one of those large boss abilities, you get chunked pretty considerably. Empowering type. Multicast is a common. Okay, so we kind of want to avoid. So the blue circles are my casts. The red circles are enemy casts. Piercing Shout. I don't have to be near people. Magnetic really seems quite useful still to me. I mean, Fateful Strike's still being all. It's just I'm not attacking all that rapidly is the thing. But it's the only one that applies to all of them. Merciless. There we go. Relentless. The uncommon version. That's what we want. What? Okay. They're all common. Let's just go with damage. Okay, so we're at the Incarnation of Ice again. Eventually he does a big AoE around him, and you really just have to dash out of that one. For sure, you can't face tank these boss mechanics. I assume there would be a red circle around that if it was going to blow up on its own. Damage increase for electric type skills. The multicast 12% seems really good. 30% damage. What's my multicast? Multicast chance 28. That's getting close, man. Getting up there. We'll go with the multicast today. It's really it definitely affects everything as well, right? Like okay. So the arena is quite large, and I am kind of allowed to kite people for almost as long as I want. So this is an electrical skill. Hit the ground in front of you. Calling a Thunderstrike, dealing 2,530 damage. Applying stun and disoriented. Increases chance to receive crit strikes. Got it. So that's the gimmick for So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just going to replace Meteor, even though I probably will regret it instantly somehow. Oh, that was a rather fast, fast acting spell. What even hit me there? Okay. Oh no. Yeah, I guess you have to be ready to just, like, turn the fuck around. That is the one disadvantage of the mouse movement, I think, is that I'm getting, like, tooltips on... I'm getting, like, tooltip pop-ups when I'm trying to just path around. Merciless, huh? Expansive. Okay, so I'm on the 5th Void Lord is the thing, right? Like, if I'm gonna go ahead. Is that okay? So was that a trap? Like that green crystal? Something hit me. Spontaneous combustion for all of your attacks, huh? We'll just get critical damage multiplier, I think. Okay, so that was a goblin that was running at me. I saw him that time. It's like a goblin with a barrel of dynamite on his back or something. Since dash is universal, I kind of wish that I could see the cool... Oh, there we go, actually. Ask and you shall receive. I've got a little yellow diamond underneath of me that displays my dash cooldown. That's very helpful. A couple of things that have impressed me about the game design thus far. So the positive Steam reviews are not unwarranted. For sure, there's some good stuff happening here. Increase your block power. Is that healing? What is that? Like, I want to know what that is. Yeah, it looks like... Okay, so that crystal was healing, is what it was. Okay, really, you've got to wait until you see a red circle before you dash. Okay. That was probably me. Could have reacted faster. I'm just going to run around this pillar here. If you get enough enemies built up, it seems like there might just not be enough. Blizzard, nah, let's get some passives going on. Okay, so I found the edge of the map. Uh-oh. No. Eee. Okay. Frailty's the common power here, but Fragility seems like a really good buff. Seems like it probably stacks too. And I don't really want to buff my Meteor Shower, because I'd much rather get another lightning skill or something like that at some point. Oh no. I feel like the run is about to come to an end. I feel like that is a thing that is about to happen. Wish I had some healing for that, though. Deathclaw. Feed of a random enemy. Nah. So it rerolls the rarity as well, because I don't think I had 2 uncommons. I think it was commons over here when I rerolled. I'll have to pay attention to it, though. So two more skill points. Frequency for Bloodlust. Bloodlust right now is 10 seconds. So it affects the cooldown. And then rare. A rare magnetic seems good. Return through the portal. What? What? Is that a win? So I wonder how much what is the difference for winning? Okay, so I get to do I get to take these back? I didn't before? I thought I did. Damage per skill. So Thunder, Strike, and Chain Lightning were both doing a lot. Thunderclap was doing less because it's got like kind of a manual targeting component. Fastest Victory, that's 1255. Current curse intensity. Okay, so that's Ascension shit. With current weapon. Okay, let's see what's changed. Let's see what I can spend stuff on. I don't think I'm going to spend a whole lot of time with this game. Maybe if I get really bored, I'll come back to it, but... Oh no. Okay. Runes. Available in the full version. Okay, that's where they cucked me. Okay, so this is probably where I wish I could preview them at least. Like, come on, let me slaver, let me slobber over these skill tree passives, right? Like, I want to know exactly what kind of customization I'm missing out on. You want me to borrow your game, right? Oh, and we got a skill tree here as well. So what is this? What? No, really, what is this? Okay, I see. Sheer damage. Why not on mouse over? Why make me click? Just out of curiosity, why make me click? What is the deal? Okay, and so these branch out everywhere. And so the meta progression is everything in this game. Which is, yeah, kind of a bummer. I mean, you know, there's a charm to meta progression, and I understand why people go for games like this, but so I need all this stuff. And I can't wait. I can just unlock it with this. I have 15,000. I'm confused. I'm so confused. What is this? Okay, so let's see. 15 crit chance, cast frequency. Let me preview these if you want me to buy the full version, for God's sake. The Pyromancer. Firestar. Okay, I see. So they have a different starter skill. They have some different modifiers. It's, you know, they're taking it, and they're getting some mileage out of their fundamental design here. Like, maybe it would be worth playing to review this, like how well they do that in the end, to be honest. The runic power of all your characters by 1. This power is permanent and it's only available in the full version. See, that's good. Why not let me know about that with this stuff? Like, I can't even click on it. Like, is it more appealing to your customers when it's mysterious? Like, you don't know what you're going to get. Pay us for something. So this is Runic Power. And you know what this game really reminds me of is it really reminds me of Rogue Legacy. Like Rogue Legacy 2 is a game I downloaded and played a little while ago. And actually I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's way more, and the thing about that makes this game kind of hard to compare to Rogue Legacy is that Rogue Legacy is a very active game with a lot of mechanical skill involved in navigating dungeons, and I don't think that any of that applies to this game. Well, let's see. Can I unlock you? I can unlock you. I'm going to select you. And recipes for the Pyromancer. I can unlock this. What does this guy do? Movement speed and area. And what does this character do? Crit damage modifier, and area. Minus 30 armor. And minus 30 max health. But crit damage and damage modifier to start with. And this thing is 50 damage applying burn. 170 over 8 seconds. Is that all burns? 1.6 second cooldown. I don't know if this is better. Like, this character seems weaker in most ways. Okay, so then that's what this weapon does. And then the crafting this. So let me see. Wait, how do I not have enough? It's minor soulstones, right? 10,000? 10,000? Oh, is it? Okay, I need these things as well. I see. Got it. Well, I mean, I guess let's try the last one of these that I'm gonna do. So that's 100. I did 100% on this one, right? And I could get copper here. So what do I need to unlock this weapon? Gold and ruby. So if I were to go into here, this is gold and ruby. So that looks like the area to do. All right. Yeah, this is very Vampire Survivors. I'm gonna need an AoE skill yesterday. Oh, I see. So what I do is I strafe by clicking and then pointing. I see. Okay, yeah, we'll just do auto aim. Oh, yeah, auto aim. Let's see if that... Okay, yeah. There we go. You know, that might actually help a bit. The auto aim, if you're going to play with mouse only, the auto aim seems like the feature to have, man. We are gonna try, you know, one more time. One more game. And since this is a Pyromancer, oh god, I got caught on that tree. Since this is a Pyromancer loadout, we're gonna do some Pyromancer things. I know that we have Meteor Shower in the potential skills list somewhere now, so Fateful Strike seems like it would be really, really good with Meteor Shower in particular. So if we see Meteor Shower, we can take it, and that will help. I don't know that there's any like real advantage to building themed characters other than that passives do sometimes like effect based on a spell school, which is nice. We could do Fire and Ice. But Daze seems fine. Just trying to pad through some experience. Get our character built. Critical damage chance. You know what's... Critical damage chance may not be the way to go on this character, considering that what I really want is to be applying more burns. And I don't know that crit affects the burn damage. Could have probably thought that one through just a little bit more. This is like Vampire Survivors. It seems like Vampire Survivors, but considerably better. Like, definitely a more well-loved Vampire Survivors. It's got a much better aesthetic. I'm just trying out the prologue, which is like the free demo. Damage modifiers must affect burn though. So its burn is 204 damage here, and if I level up Powerful Strikes, it's going to be 221 damage. Yeah. So yeah, it's Vampire Survivors, but they definitely took the format and improved it. And a lot of games have done that at this point already. Like, a lot of games have done a higher quality version of Vampire Survivors. This one leans really heavily on meta progression, like Rogue Legacy did. If you've ever played Rogue Legacy, might damage modifier with 50%, and this is cast frequency modifier. 10 seconds versus 10 seconds, but this has a lower cooldown, so this just has better uptime. Like, it's just mathematically the superior option at the moment. Well, I mean, actually, you'd have to break it down. Like, you'd have to look at like what you're getting out of cast frequency versus what you're getting out of damage, I suppose. Cast frequency is kind of like damage for the first few iterations, though. Brutal strikes, critical strikes, a 50% chance to apply bleed. I did already get bleed, or I did already get crit. So and I start with a little bit of crit. So I've got 15% critical damage chance, 30% damage, 220% crit damage modifier. Okay, so I'm doing 2.5, like, or what is it, 3 times? If the modifier is 220, dealing 3.2 times damage. Attack speed, fire slash. Crit damage chance, there it is. Since I already have bleed, that seems like the way to go. That way I can apply more bleed. Because applying both bleed and burn and then stacking damage seems like a thing that could work right now for this. Leave a trail of fire, there we go. We're a fire character, right? We're pretending. We're pretending that matters. Damage increase, all modifiers of your lasting. Potency of the effect. Okay, so it's going to increase the potency of my buff as well as increasing the fire trail effect. It does seem to kind of like to try to give you relevant powers and that sort of thing. So that's nice. And hey Devin, by the way, welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing okay, dude. Critical damage modifier, but this is just damage. Although, like, it seems odd to me, like, to slow myself down after picking up, Seems odd to me to pick up something that slows me after picking up the fire trail skill. Like right afterwards. I really haven't had to dash at all this time. It's very different. I just want to level up. Come on, guys. Multicast. So I'm going to be applying Dazed and Burn, hopefully, and we'll see. I'm kind of fire-like character. Multicast. Damage increase. There we go. Firewalk. I wonder how Firewalk handles multicast. Like, does it just leave a double stacked trail behind me? That would be polite. This game has done a lot of small things like that right, though, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if it did. So I could replace something with like Bloodlust, but honestly at this point I think we have the skill set that we want, and we just want to start stacking passives. So I wonder what our Fire Slash is doing now. 289. So 85 damage. It's the burn that actually deals the damage on Fire Slash, and it's for how many seconds? 8 seconds? I mean, it's not terribly impressive, to be honest, but I definitely feel like I was doing more damage with the Barbarian. God. I wish I could get a damage breakdown prior to, like, it. The game definitely is saving my current, like, damage readout, and I wish it would show me. I feel like I'm looking for it. I'm like, it must somewhere. But I don't think it does, unfortunately. So I think lethality is going to be better than even though it's common, than an attack speed increase. Like cooldown reduction on my lightning spell. There we go. Multicast for fire type spells. So that's got to increase my damage by an ass load. Okay, that goes past where the reticule suggests that it goes, which I don't like that at all. Like, I get it. It would be kind of a gross reticule if it went that far, but still. Yeah, let's go with Fire Shield. Seems nice. Got a lot of fire effect going on. This time multicast seems real good. It's uncommon, and we already recently stacked. I think Fateful Strikes is interesting now at this point, because I don't really, like, for example, I don't know how fire. So Firewalk just applies burn, so I don't think it probably even has a hit component. So the attack speed here could be good. It's on a 1.1 second cooldown now. It'll be faster if I level it up. But man, this thing with Fateful Strikes, I'm telling you, could be real good. And the frequency of Might, having that buff up more regularly, seems also very, very powerful. So We'll see. Okay, so that's a 45% damage increase on Lightning Bolt now, but the area of effect on Meteor Shower, dude. Meteor Shower is hilarious, and it seems like it works so well with Fateful Strikes. I bet it really works well with, like, the crit bleed that I have going on as well. So it does seem like there are different enemy types as well in the different zones, which is nice. It's a nice touch because it looks like they have different kinds of attack patterns and things like that. Like that's solid. It's more than just a different set of rewards strapped to a different biome, like a different aesthetic biome, which I like. I'm glad that it's a slightly more meaningful distinction than that. Attack speed of Firewalk. So really, what is this? This is 8 seconds. Cooldown 10. So at 20%, won't that just make it like 8.6 seconds? Almost 100% uptime. Should be, right? Should be down for half a second. Oh, goodness. I'm pretty slow, so that thing is actually kind of horrifying. Spontaneous combustion. That seems good. It probably stacks. Oh, no. Yeah, I knew I was going to take damage there the moment the red circle showed up. Okay, don't stand in bad. Multicast chance of the lightning bolt by 48%. Okay, this one's such a powerful incentivizer. Oh, I stood in bad. Look at that. Okay, so what is this? Do I take this back? What is that? Oh, okay. So it tells me how much burn he's got on him and stuff. Because this is just I had him targeted or something. Okay. Yeah, that run wasn't nearly as good. And lightning bolt. Did by far the most total damage. Although effective damage-wise, Fire Slash is actually doing really well. That's probably because armor. I'm betting that enemy armor reduces on hit damage, which is most of what Lightning Bolt is doing. And Fire Slash does probably almost no on hit damage and does almost all burn damage, right? And I bet burn does not. I bet burn doesn't have to deal with enemy armor. Like it just doesn't respect enemy armor, I bet. So okay, I feel like if I play again, it's just gonna be more of the same. Really? Which is a little disappointing. And I'm not able to see. So for example, right, like I'm not able to see what sort of things unlock with the full game. And that is problematic for me in terms of like my interest in actually buying the full release. So I think that's unfortunately I think that's it for me for this game. That would be Soulstone Survivors. It wasn't bad. I think it's better than Vampire Survivors. I was not a big fan of Vampire Survivors. I played the heck out of it for like a single day and then maybe part of another day with Daryl. And that was it because at that point I had most of the stuff unlocked and it was like I don't really get much out of out of playing this game. This seems way more customizable. It seems like there's way more depth to the game, but it's still not my kind of game. It's not my kind of genre. I can't unlock this thing, unfortunately. If I had managed to unlock this thing, I might have given it another run, but so the pacing is kind of meh for me. What is this guy? This guy's level 5. I wish I knew what that did. You know, like, apparently you level individual characters, but I don't know what that means. Like, it must unlock more weapons for that character as you progress them. That must be what it does. Okay. Well, anyway. Show only incomplete achievements, but achievements are only available in the full version. Would you like to achieve anything at all? Then, boy, do I have news for you. You should buy our game. Yeah, not a fantastic first impression, but I won't uninstall it. I might uninstall it. Maybe I'll keep it around for a little bit. So that's Soulstone Survivors. If you are like me and looking for similar experiences, game experiences to me, you probably don't want to play it. But if you liked Vampire Survivors, it's probably going to be a hoot because, you know, it's going to be considerably better. I just noticed the Pyromancer. Vampire Survivors. The Pyromancer has jigglies there. So this is a female character. I did not notice that until just now. Or at least it looks like it's intended to be. So anyway, enjoy Soulstone Survivors, guys. I am signing out. Maybe I'll stream later for an entirely different game since I have so many in my Steam summer sale purchase list. All right. Peace out, guys.